Unacademy. Let's crack it.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Rankers Avenue channel. I am Satyam this side, a computer science undergrad from IIT Bombay. I secured All India Rank 22 in JEE Advanced 2020, and in this session, I am going to discuss some prep tips on how to kickstart your JEE preparation in class 11. So before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay tuned for our future sessions. And if you like the video, do share it with your friends or relatives. So first of all, I would like to tell you all of you that whatever you have done till class 10th, how much effort have you kept in exams or board exams, that doesn't matter at all in class 11th and 12th for your JEE prep. It's like all of you are in the same race, but the initial positions are different. Like people are arranged in the diagonal manner, they are not at the same positions, but final end line is the same for all. So if you have prepared a lot for means until class 10th, then it doesn't mean that you will definitely excel and get a good rank in JEE Advanced. What matters is the next 2 years. What you are going to do in that next 2 years, how much effort are you going to put in the next 2 years. Everything will be new in class 11th and 12th for your JEE prep. It won't be like the class 10th. Like in class 10th, you used to solve a particular problem repeatedly, means same type of problem 100 times, 20 times, like that. But in class 11th and 12th, now onwards, you will face new problems. Means there will be kind of billions of problems of different types. And you have to make sure that you get the taste of each and every type of the problem rather than solving 20 problems of a particular kind. We will be talking more about solving questions and question papers, etc. in the further video sessions. I would like to continue on how to focus on your study in the initials, in the beginning or in the meantime of your JEE preparation. So always try to keep your potential level in your mind, means how much you should be doing and how much you are doing. That should be always in your mind. If you think you are exceptional, then you have to be exceptional throughout the year, throughout the 2 years. Means each and every second should be important for you, because irrespective of your preparation, there are always about 100 or 200 students who are working very hard from morning 6 to night 10. So you have to give 100% of your effort. And if you are a regular student, means the regular janta who get qualified for JEE, means in the abundant amount, then you have to keep your confidence level boosted each and every time, because there will be many instances that you will be feeling a little bit down and your mood won't be in accordance with the subject preparation or your performance level. So you should always be boosted up, means make sure you get boosted up by your friends, by making such peer group. You always learn from your peer group, you always make them learn something. This kind of symbiotic relationship is needed in your group of friends. So there should be at least one person who makes sure that a particular type of problem which is tough for almost all others in the group is made clear to all others. And there should be one person who should be encouraging them to do so. And don't compare yourself with your friends in that particular group based on your numbers or ranks, etc. Do compare them with your knowledge level. Means if their knowledge is little bit more than you, then try to fill that gap step by step. Means that will be improving yourself and improving them too. So try to match your caliber with your friends in a group, and collectively you all will be heading towards a better understanding of the subject or into the course materials and books, etc. I would tell you clearly that there are a lot, means hundreds of books available for each subject. Maybe take it as physics, chemistry or maths. There are hundreds of books available in the market. So choose them appropriately under the guidance of your teacher. Ask them which book to prefer and which book to use for understanding concepts and which to use for solving questions. And make sure that you have a good collection of resources, like a good collection of books, not PDFs, because these 2 years won't come back again. So have paperback books, have a good resource of teachers, because these 2 years being an most probably these 2 years are going to be an online year, so you need good resources of teachers, good facilities of mock test papers or regular test papers. So uh, choose appropriately for these resources. That's why don't think that how much you are paying for this resource or that resource, because uh, this particular phase of your career is going to be very important for your future, because this decides which college you are going into. This and that college will decide your future career. So uh, don't take a risk. I would advise you choose a good source of facilities to cater your needs during these 2 years. There are many pros and cons of the online year also, because you won't be having any physical association with your teachers or your friends, but that ensures that you do not waste much of a time also, because in a physical class what happens is the teacher teaches properly, but there are many factors because of what your time gets wasted, because in a particular large class teachers have to focus on many students altogether, but in online class or mode they have to focus exactly on the teaching of concept properly, because you can rewind the videos back and forth to ensure that you have learned the concept, but in physical mode you can't do that. Plus in online courses you can refer to different teachers for understanding different concepts, but that can't happen in physical mode. And the most differentiating point between offline preparation and online preparation is that you will be getting the best of the best teachers in an online mode. You will have choice to choose the one who you like to study from. So in this manner there are many benefits of online education. It's kind of revolution that COVID has brought to India in terms of the education sector, because people are getting evolved from offline generation to online generation, and that's a very big revolution in education system of India. And one of the most serious cons is that the presence of discipline. You should be disciplined each and every time. It should not be like you are studying at home, along with studying you are working something else also, you are chit chatting with your family members also. There should be a code of conduct, means you are left out in a particular corner for at least 3 to 4 hours in a day while having online classes, and you should be devoting your time peacefully in a isolated mode to solve problems and practice problems based on the concept learned in a particular day. And during the mock exams or any weekly exams, you should have a particular isolated far from any disturbances of home. So this is a major concern which is very hard to get in each and every house of students. So better ask your family members and parents to cooperate with you during this online phase of studying, and I'm sure that would work off, because it's not like we are not studying at home. I myself have completed my first year of college in an online mode, and there have been several difficulties, but there have been many positive outcomes too. And the second factor which got hampered due to the online education is your interaction with your peer group. So try to fulfill the need of that using any source of communication like WhatsApp groups or any Discord groups, etc. But do have a good communication regarding the subject or content of a particular topic with your friends, because most of the time what happens is you get to see a particular topic in the view of a teacher, but you get to know about the problem solving approach from your friends who are just who used to just sit beside you. But due to the online education, you are very far apart from your friends. So try to have a nice conversation with them, and try solving questions as much as you can of different types. And the moment you feel that you are very comfortable with a particular book or particular chapter in a book, then try to move away from it. Because if you are thinking, if you are getting all the questions correct, means you are in the wrong region. Always means try to get yourself out of your comfort zone, and keep kicking about new questions, about new ideas, so that you can learn those ideas and learn those tricks and tactics of solving problem. Is not solve It's not solving how many problems, it's getting the art of solving problems. Try to inculcate the reading habit also, means reading notes given by the teacher, reading the textbooks. Especially I would tell you that in maths you do need to read textbook at least once or twice, because many people tell that in maths is nothing but solving questions and practicing as much as you can. But reading through the textbook of mathematics gives you a brief idea about the concepts. Means if you start from the zero level and you go step by step from that, then you can get the idea that how this particular concept has been derived from the previous concept. So if you have done the concept number 0, then you would be able to do the concept number 1, then concept number 2, etc. And in this manner, try to at least read a particular chapter before it started in the classroom, about twice at least, so that you will be able to understand the preconditions and post conditions of a particular formula, of a particular equation. Keep in touch with the internet also, means internet reference is also necessary for during this whole JEE preparation, because you can't go and search in books a particular type of question, like take it inorganic chemistry or organic chemistry. You might get a particular question which is not available in any general book. So you might need to search them in a particular college level book or etc. But you don't have any access to those. So be active in searching on internet, searching on Google. And one more most important thing is that you don't care much about the notes given in the class. Means they will be available to you at any time. Try to focus as much as you can in the class on the teaching rather than making notes, because there will be always some people who will be making very nice notes, or maybe the teacher might be providing you notes too. So those notes will be made available to you at particular, means at appropriate time. And rather than focusing on making good notes, etc., you should be focusing on learning the content of the topic which is being taught properly, means without disturbance in the focus on the class. Try to make short notes of that, a good short notes. What I am telling is not notes, but short notes. Short notes is what you made from a particular your understanding level on a particular topic or chapter. That short note will help you a lot in your future. I will be telling in the future videos also that how to use those short notes and how to use your way of attempting questions in the book or in exams in your future. Like last 2 to 3 months before any exam, those short notes and your particular special question bank will be too much helpful for you. And make sure at the end of each chapter you are able to remember all the particular formulae or all the particular statements in a chapter or in a topic, in all the subjects. Chemistry, the important reactions, in physical chemistry, the important formulae. In maths, there are many formulae to learn. In physics, there are many concepts to learn. So at the end of each chapter, you should make sure that you have gone through all those different types of problems related to those formulae or related to those concepts, and those concepts have got embedded in your mind. And if not so, it means that you need a lot more practice than you have done. try to make a good rapport with your teachers. Means just believe in them without any particular doubt or anything. What do they tell you, that is of utmost priority. Do that thing before anything what you wish for. And believe me, if you do at least 80% or 90% of all these things from beginning only in a disciplined way, in the disciplined manner, you will be coming out with flying colors. And with that, I would like to wish all of you all the best for your future times. Like, do better as much as you can in the Olympiads and in different competitive exams during your class 11th or class 12th. And always keep a particular focus fixed, that if you want to crack IIT JEE, then it should be the topmost thing that should motivate you. Like, always keep a head goal in your mind that you have to crack IIT JEE, and always keep working in that particular direction. And at last, if you like the video, do hit the bell icon and press the like and subscribe button, and leave your messages in the comment section so that I can get more connected to you and make more relevant videos. And finally, thank you for listening.